From Kolkata, where a man has been electrocuted in Kolkata, Tangra. This was a shopkeeper who was electrocuted. The victim's shop, in fact, caught fire. And this is now the third electrocution case in the past 10 days. Those are the details here coming in. Tanushree is joining us for more on this. Tanushree, this is actually quite concerning because not only is this particular incident tragic, this is the third electrocution incident in the last 10 days.
Well, yes, it is a very tragic incident, Avni. If you see in the last 10 days, in the city, 3 lives have been claimed due to electrocution, and monsoon is just setting in. That is one of the main cause of concern. Because today morning when Bunty Halda, the 35-year-old victim, he opened his shop, he sells snacks and he was cooking. What we are getting to know from police sources, that is when the gas caught on fire and he rushed out for help. And when he rushed out, he just touched the shutter of his shop and he got electrocuted and he was thrown off. And when he was rushed to the hospital, the doctors claimed that he was brought dead. Now, this is not one incident. On June 26th, we know that a child who was 12-year-old, he was going to his teacher's house in the evening and it had heavily poured on that day. While passing through the waterlogged streets, he touched a lamppost and he lost his life. Another incident happened this Saturday when another 13-year-old child in Raja Bazar, he was returning home from tuition with his father and he touched another electric pole and he lost his life. Now, certainly the electric poles in Calcutta, if you see, the opposition is alleging, are very dangerous and they are life-threatening because as it is seen that the electric poles, they have loose wires hanging outside and therefore the electrocution is happening. But we've also seen that the local municipality, they are taking steps, they are trying to cover the electric poles, but still the electric poles and the loose wires are claiming lives in the city. Now the opposition, certainly the BJP, has hit out that the state government is a complete failure and that is why this is happening. But certainly it is a cause of concern because monsoon is just setting in. There are 2 more months of monsoon and it is a wonder the locals and the people are wondering how more lives will be lost in electrocution. Back to Studio.
Absolutely, Tanushree. You said that the civic authorities are trying to cover up the wires, the loose wires. But how much is that really being done? Because like you said, it's also the rainy season, but that makes things even more dangerous.
Certainly, if you see the local municipalities, they are asking, we know according to our sources, they are asking locals to inform them through WhatsApp, through local municipal groups as to where there are open lampposts and they are going and they are covering up with scotch tapes. But duct tapes and scotch tapes are really not a solution right now because those will also get washed away in the rain and then it becomes even more dangerous because if people feel that, you know, they are covered up and they can touch the lamppost, but then once again they get electrocuted, that is a cause of concern. Certainly the local municipality, according to sources we are getting to know, are trying to take steps. But when everything would be resolved, that is a big question. But opposition is certainly hitting out, saying there is a huge lapse on part of the civic authorities and they should have taken care of this because this is not the first year that this incident has happened. Last year also there had been certain electrocution deaths during the monsoon period, and this time monsoon is just setting in Bengal and already it has claimed several lives.